From the Roundhouse to your house tonight, get ready to hear the word compromise a lot more. That is the name of the game in these final 30 days, and there is arguably no bill that requires a compromise more than paid family and medical leave.
Democrats have been pitching a state-run employee leave program for years now, and they were pretty confident this was the year they would actually get their version to the governor's desk.
But as Griffin Rushton is about to explain, the paid family and medical leave program that we've been telling you about is really no longer on the table.
Giving all New Mexico workers paid time off when they need it most seems like a no-brainer. Democrats, Republicans, business leaders, and employee advocates all agree it would be a fantastic benefit for New Mexico. But crafting a program that all of those groups can support together is easier said than done. But some state lawmakers believe they've cracked the code.
I'm very proud of the fact that we've worked hard to develop a program that will work for us here in New Mexico.
Democratic State Rep Christine Chandler unveiled the newest version of her paid family and medical leave proposal Wednesday afternoon, but forget that title. It's now called the Welcome Child and Family Wellness Leave Act. According to the new proposal, the family wellness portion is functionally the same as the original paid family medical leave proposal. All New Mexico workers would be able to take up to 6 weeks of paid time off to deal with medical issues, bereavement, military leave, and a few other circumstances. There would still be mandatory contributions to a new state fund, but now workers would only contribute $2 for every 1,000 in wages, and employers with 5 or more workers would only pay $1.50.
It is much less expensive than what we had originally proposed, largely, I would note, due to the fact that we're creating the Welcome Child Fund.
That's the biggest change. The bill's sponsors are separating maternity and paternity leave into its own program, completely funded by the state's Early Childhood and Education Department. New working parents, and that includes adoptive parents, could receive $3,000 a month for 3 months per child.
This is vital when we're looking at our early childhood education and our development for these kids. That 0 to 3 months, it is near impossible to find any childcare in that time.
There are still employer notification requirements and mandatory financial reviews, and workers would not be able to take paid time off until 2028. But even with all of those massive changes, business and industry leaders still packed the committee room to voice their opposition.
This bill still imposes a tax increase on employers and on every worker in the state.
It assumes that qualified labor is always available to fill in for an absent employee. In rural New Mexico, it isn't.
This bill will kill many restaurants.
It's worth noting just as many people showed up to support the new bill before House lawmakers spent more than 4 hours picking it apart. The House Commerce and Economic Development Committee eventually approved the new bill on a 6-5 vote. It now heads to the House floor for a vote. From the Roundhouse, Griffin Rushton, KOB4.